Okay, cool. Just in case you guys are missing this. So we have a special guest here today, you guys. We have Rachel Allen. She is an elite coach this year. She was a premier coach last year. She's a Success Club 10 legend. And she is, what am I missing? I'm going to go back to my notes. I feel like I got it all. She's amazing. Is that good? What did I miss? Did I get it all? Premier, Success Club legend, 10, 5-star elite. I think I got it all. Yes. Awesome. So Rachel is going to be sharing with you guys today some awesome tips about connecting with new people in a classy way. And I'm assuming she'll be available for questions when she's done. If you have any, just type them in the chat and she'll check them when she's done and we'll be able to answer them. So I'm going to hand the time over to Rachel. And are you unmuted?
I am, I think.
Okay, awesome. Take it away.
Hey, okay, well, first I am trying to get signed into my account that actually has the PowerPoint. So bear with me just a second. I had it pulled up and then when I actually went to click on it, it was like, no, you don't have permission to use that one.
So have you hit Success Club 10 since day one as a coach?
I hit Success Club 5, my second month as a coach. I've been a coach since April of 2013. And I hit 10 every month after that except for October of 2013. It was like a terrible month. And so then that's why it took me a little longer. So I was a Success Club 5 legend first, and then 12 months later, Success Club 10 legend. So
awesome.
Yeah, but I definitely hit Success Club since May of 2013. So, okay. So before I switch over to the group, I just kind of wanted to share a little bit. So I don't know how you guys have built your business in the past, but I don't have any friends. And so I've built my entire business online pretty much from my husband's a coach, but like, that's about it. None of my friends, like my friends from high school are coaches with me, and my other family, none of them are coaches. None of them have bought challenge packs. Like, I've pretty much done this business all on my own. And how I did it was we moved to Omaha 2 years ago. 6 years ago. And I was there in Omaha for 4 years, and I just didn't know anybody. And so I started in Facebook groups before I was even a coach, and I had actually joined this like March Moms group because I was having my son, and he's a February 29th baby, so March baby-ish. And I just became really close to these girls, just being myself in these groups. And so then when I signed up as a coach, those girls were actually the first people that actually signed up with me. And some of them are still coaches now on my team and like rocking it out. And some of them have fallen off, of course, as coaches do. But so I kind of have used groups on Facebook to build my entire business. And so I was going to kind of share like a little bit of how I do that, because it's not necessarily how like Susie Beachbody might do that. And what I mean by that is I feel like you can always tell if there's a Beachbody coach in your group because they'll let you know immediately that they are. And let's see, present. Okay. So I have built this successful cold market business, all from using groups and going from there. So basically, my first tip of advice is like, just don't be a dick. Build your relationships for real. Build a team relationship through groups. It does take time. I'm going to let you know right now that it's not an easy, quick, fast thing. Oh, wait, I meant to go back. Okay. And so you're going to have to spend a little bit of time in these groups cultivating relationships, but the payoff is really worth it. Like most of my challengers and everything else come from these groups. So here is, and I am in a fitness group. However, this is a group that I have kind of cultivated myself, and it has thousands of people in it. So I wouldn't necessarily say that this is what you would want to start off in now, because a fitness group is already built up with Beachbody coaches already in. I'm going to tell you right now. So anytime you search those groups that are like Fitness Plus or Girl Fitness or Gym Swag or whatever this is, there's already tons of Beachbody coaches in there. So you're wasting your time. But this is a post that I have done in a fitness group that talks about hammer and chisel when I was doing it, but doesn't like come in and make people just cringe at the thought of having to deal with me. And I'm going to explain how other people have done it in the past that's not necessarily as great. So basically, I have shared my entire journey in this group with all of my workout programs. But I don't ever say, so if anybody's interested, join me. I literally just share my program, my stuff as if I were sharing on my own like page. And so from this like post right here, I had so many people that were like, oh my God, girl, you're so strong. You're so inspiring. You're so amazing. You're so wonderful. And so all I do is respond to those people and show them attention, kind of like Gary Vee said at Summit, that people are not that people want attention, and that's accurate in these groups too. So if you're just liking people's comments in groups, that's not showing them attention. And so you have to really get in there and be honest and be truthful with who you are as a person, and share that with other people and show them that attention and value. And here is an engaging question that I'm in a makeup group as well, which is kind of a spin-off of other things. And so I just kind of ask stuff and I just show my personality. So I talked about how I'm like turning into a lizard, or this particular bar that I was using is really drying, or whatever the case is. So, that's going to make somebody laugh. It's going to make somebody feel like they connect to me and stuff like that. And then it also just allows them to give me feedback, just like we do on our personal page with our engaging questions like, do you like A or B, or which outfit looks better? It's the same thing in groups. And then this is another group that I'm in, and it's a book group. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit more about how these people might have, like, they start talking to me about my bookshelf, for instance. So they say like, oh, you're my book spirit animal as well. And so at that point, after we have this conversation right here, then I'm able to send that girl a friend request. And we've been friends since then. We've chatted off and on about different stuff. And she hasn't bought anything from me yet. But I feel like it's just like a long, journey or a long relationship that we are building, so that when I do come around to the invite, it's not weird and it's not odd that this random girl that added her from a group is inviting her to her next challenge group. Other examples that I have posted in, like, I'm a planner girl, so I have a planner. This is an Inkwell press. And so I kind of posted something like this and was like, I just love having a blank mission board starting off the month. Well, then I can actually fill this mission board in. So this is March. So for Be Social, I put stuff like Beachbody cruise, or for financial, biggest paycheck yet, this and that, whatever. And for my dream big, like 2 new diamonds on my team, or like whatever the case is. And it puts it out there, but it's not like so in your face that people that are actually paying attention and watching are like, oh, hey, she's actually really doing pretty well with this whole Beachbody thing. Maybe I should reach out to her and see how that goes. So here's some action steps. I swear, y'all, this PowerPoint's super short, but then I'd love to answer any question that you have. But so I know this has been talked about on wake-up calls and everything, but it's accurate. What are 5 things that you truly enjoy doing? And none of those need to be fitness related. So I am a book reader. I love Harry Potter. I love watching reality television. So those are like big things that I look for in groups. And you can make your own group and add people to them. So I actually reread Harry Potter every single year. And so for the past 2 years, 2 years ago, I was like, why am I just rereading this by myself? I should reread this with friends. So I made a post on Facebook and I was like, hey, I was thinking about rereading Harry Potter starting July 31st. Does anybody want to join me for Harry Potter's birthday? And there was a whole bunch of people that said yes. So I made a group and I added them to it. And then as the group started building, I was like, oh my gosh, we have 200 people in here. You guys should all add your friends to this group so that we can all do it together. Just share this link and add everybody. And so then they kind of started doing that. So I have built this group of Harry Potter rereaders for like, I don't know, there's like 500, 600, 700 of us in there. And I'm able to just add those people as friends. And I already have something that's relatable to them. And I did the same thing with a Big Brother group. So every year I make a new Big Brother group, and then I'm like, okay, here's the group. We want to chat about Big Brother and like what's going on and this and that, whatever. And so it's just a really easy and it's quick. It's not like I'm spending tons of time doing this, and I'm having a good time too because it's something that I enjoy doing. So you're going to want to find groups that not a lot of other Beachbody coaches are in and add yourself and get started. And when you get started in those groups, just be yourself and contribute to the conversation. Don't get into a group and be like, I have a new 5-day clean eating group that I'm trying to invite people to who would like to join me, because no one really cares and they don't want to join you right now because they don't know who you are. So if you are just a normal everyday person in these groups, you're going to start actually building those relationships organically, and then they are going to want to join you. And it's not going to be weird when you add them as a friend and then they start seeing your posts on your Facebook page and things like that. So yeah, that was super short. But if you guys have any questions, please.
I want to know, tell me, how did you become a coach? Who did you, or what, how'd you meet your coach and what happened? Tell me that.
Yeah, okay. So I actually met her on Facebook. Leslie Cordes is my coach. And she has her like page, Real Fit Housewives. And she just happened to post a challenge group invite for Insanity at the time, because Insanity was on sale back in April 2013. And I had Insanity that I had gotten from a group co-op, and so illegally. And so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, actually, that's so weird because I'm actually planning on starting Insanity with my husband on April 15th anyway, which is when your group is going to start. And so she was like, great, well, you're going to need to get Shakeology, blah, 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 blah. And I was already ready for that, actually, because I had been at the gym for 3 months. I probably, and I say this and she says this too, I was probably her easiest coach sign up ever, because I was just like, yep, okay, go ahead and give me the Shakeology. And then I was already running challenge groups by myself because I had all these March moms that were trying to lose weight. And so I was running these groups with them. And so she saw, I had posted like, oh, our weight loss challenge is going to start up next week. It's $20 entry fee if you want in, blah, 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 let me know. And so she messaged me and she's like, hey, I just saw your post about your challenge, your group. Have you thought about being a coach? And I was like, what is that? And she was like, well, it's basically doing what you're doing, except you get paid for it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, sign me up for that. And then I just kind of went from there.
So that explains, like, I was going to ask you, so what you do, I actually built sort of similar to what you did, except I didn't use interest groups. I used a fitness free, like, everybody's welcome as long as you're not a coach or have a coach type of thing. And I didn't care if you ran or did yoga or CrossFit or whatever. Everybody was welcome. And I was able to develop relationships in there. And again, through my public posts, I hit Success Club. I've hit Success Club every single month since I've become a coach. So I was going to ask you, and then I also handpicked people in that group, like, you would be an amazing coach, you'd be amazing. And I found that to be very duplicatable, which is probably why I moved up in the Star Diamond ranks really fast, because I just kind of duplicated that. And this was before challenge groups. Challenge groups came, and then I was like, well, what is this? Like, you're messing with my group. So my question is, or I guess you kind of answer that. So in the beginning, because like, so for example, she'll meet a friend, you guys, in the group. You'll talk for a while, then you'll finally get to add them. I'm not sure how you track that, but I guess that would be a good question to ask too. And then you would move to friends on Facebook, and then you either are able to privately invite them or they're going to notice a post and they're going to reach out to you.
Yeah, I do what's called sprinkling. So when I add them on Facebook, I write their name down, and I do a lot of my stuff on paper and pen, but I'm trying to move towards Asana. It's just kind of hard for my, brain. My planner brain just wants to write things. I don't know. So I write everybody's name down, and I just do it. I actually use Sarah Tries. So I don't know if you have ever done a call with Sarah Try, but she actually did this really cool, she has this formula that she uses that tracks how much money you should make in the business in a year if you do these daily or weekly activities. And so I have mine set up for $2,000 a week thing or whatever. And I just write down. So that's I have to add 20 people to my Facebook page in a week. I have to send out 10 business invites. I have to send out 10 challenge group invites. I have to do 20 new conversations in a week, and I have to send 40 follow-ups in a week. That's the formula for success, basically, to get to, 2,000 plus in income in a week, in a year, if you did that. So I use that still to this day, even though I'm making a little over, or, it kind of alternates. But, and so what I do is I add those people in, and I move them to the different sections as I go. So at first they're in the new friends thing. And so they're sprinkling at that point. And so what I do is I just go to their page and I like their stuff, or I say, oh my God, your kid's so cute. Oh, look at that sweater. Where did you get it? That kind of stuff. And I do that for a little while because, cold invites, totally cold invites, scare the crap out of me. And I'm just not really good at them. And it just honestly gives me anxiety even thinking about it. So I would rather kind of grow a little slower and become an actual friend of theirs, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And then I feel like the trust is there. And so we just work well together at that point.
And you said, 20, you add 20 people a week, you invite 10 to the business.
10 to challenge groups.
10 to challenge groups.
10 to business, and then 20 ongoing conversations in a week, and then 40 follow-ups.
And how do you track all this?
Via pencil and paper. I'm week of August 17th, and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so, whatever. And so what I do, I like seeing that on paper, because then I'm able to say, okay, I don't want to work on, my husband works weird schedules, so it's not necessarily a weekend for us, but he'll be off on a Thursday and a Friday. And so I'm well, I don't want to work on Thursday and Friday. So that means Saturday to Wednesday, I have to get all of this done. So that means I have to send out at least 2 business invites every day, at least 2 challenge group invites every day, at least 8 follow-ups every day, at least 5 conversations, at least 5 new friends every day. And so as long as those blanks are filled, then I don't feel bad taking a day off because I've got my stuff done for the week.
That is cool. So you guys, if you got that, that is a little formula for you that got you to 6 figures.
Yes.
Cool. That is awesome. And
there's, if you search Sarah Try, she did a call. She did a call with Leslie. That's where I heard it from. But it's in a weird webinar, and I don't know how to get the link for that. And I think the link slips out. But yeah. So ask her to. And I actually made little things that I can share with you. Hold on, I'll pull them up in my team page, and you can see them. Because I'm not a math person. So there's an actual formula, but I don't use that. I just made the pictures of what I need. And so if you want to make $150 in 12 weeks, then your monthly goal is 1 new coach a month and 2 new challengers, which is going to be Success Club 5. So here is your weekly activity to do that. And then 250, 500, 1,000, 2,000. And so that's all I do. So for 2000, I need 5 new coaches a month, 5 new challenges a month, Success Club 20, and I need 5 PS coaches to Success Club 5, which I mean, that's coming and going. But yeah, so I use that, and I don't, I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to work with Asana right now because it's, I feel like I need something more than just like, oh, where was that notebook where I wrote all those names down that time? But so far it's gotten me where I am now, and that's not terrible. So
yeah. Okay. And then so when you, in the beginning, bringing them, so like if a new coach is on this call right now and they're like, I have to go direct to the cold people, the cold invites. For me, for whatever reason, I had the courage to just be like, you should do this. If I saw somebody doing something, I just would tell them whether I had a relationship with them or not. And I'm still like that. Like I'll run ads and I have no problem telling people after getting to know them pretty quickly that they'd rock at this or whatever. So
if it's a stranger, I 100% have no problem doing that. But if it's somebody that I actually know, I'm like,
oh, I was kind of like that. I wasn't a fan of, I didn't even sign my husband up in the beginning because I didn't really come from I didn't have that guidance, and I wish I did, but I didn't. Anyway, so for hitting Success Club in the beginning for you, was it because of the mom groups you were a part of? So
yeah, I mean, I was doing Insanity and I had really good results.
Okay.
So come 60 days, even the people that I went to high school with, all I did was, and T25 came out at the same time. So it was kind of like this like perfect storm of amazingness. And so I finished Insanity, and then I was like, here are my results from Insanity. You can get these same results in 25 minutes. Who wants to sign up with me? And I hit Success Club 36 that month. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that was like 2-3 months in the business. So, yeah, so that was kind of a perfect storm. So I definitely signed up people from high school, people that my warm market as well in that thing, like anybody that was actually following me on Facebook, because I've always just been super open with my entire journey. And like, I have an eating disorder, binge eating disorder. And I have talked about that. And I've been pretty transparent about everything, and people are pretty into that, I guess. And so that's been pretty easy for me to relate to certain people, because a lot of times people kind of hold that in and they don't want to talk about it, but then they hear me talk about it and they're like, oh my God, this is it. Like, me too, So yeah, so I've just always unapologetically shared my story because I don't care. I don't have that many people in my life that would, I've never had a hater. I've never had somebody be like, oh my God, shut up. Like, nothing like that, because I don't care. Like, whatever. So, yeah.
Awesome. And then I noticed that you have a brand, the Fit Diaries. Mm-hmm. Where'd that come from? Or how did you come about?
So I just happened to be watching the Carrie Diaries on CW back when I made the thing, and I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cute, and then fitness related, and so it can kind of be like my confessions to, about like my journey, like my binge eating or my, how I feel about this and that and whatever, and so it kind of just like went from that. And so, yeah, actually Leslie specifically was like, I didn't start my like page until like 2 years in the business. So, your first few people are going to be your warm market. You don't really have to get a like page. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So the Fit Diary, I immediately did it anyway. Cause again, to me, I was like, I'm going to run out of people quick. Like, I don't know anybody. I'm not really, so yeah.
That's awesome. So that's your like page. And then, are you doing ads or anything at this point? Or are you still really embracing the groups?
Well, the groups are just far more return on my time investment. But I am running ads. I have a video ad that gets like 4 cents a like. So it's doing really well. And then I will run ads specifically for challenge groups. And they do, I target them towards the people that I am personally interested in. So those are planner girls. Those are people that like Harry Potter. Those are plus size confident, curvy girls, that kind of thing. And so I do fine in that market, but I'd say half and half. Like I'll get probably like 4 to 6 Success Club points for my like page in a month, and I'll get the rest from groups.
Nice. And then, so you manage, how many groups you've got the book group?
Yeah, so I'm in a lot, and I kind of just like, I don't have a system for that. I probably should, but I don't. So I just kind of like go in and, I have a makeup group. I have a love group, like a dating group, even though I'm married. I like am in this group because they were also in this makeup group with me. So I kind of just like followed them over there and they know who I am. And so I'll give them dating advice. But, and I have a couple of planner groups. I have our fitness group, which actually came from our planner group, and I'm an admin in that. And then I have made my own group. So, we also have a book group related to this planner group, but then I also have a book group for my Sugar Pop Challenge, which is like 40 books a year. It's like an entire thing. So again, like January 1st, I was like, who wants to do this Sugar Pop Challenge with me? You can read all these books and whatever. And I had a whole bunch of people that wanted to join. So I just was like, let's put you in a group and, and go from there. It's just, if I like get to the computer and I'm like, who do I need to talk to today? Oh, well, let me just go check out my Harry Potter reread group and see who's commenting. And then I'll go, post and comment on their page that they see my stuff more, because that's the Facebook algorithm, right? Like the more you comment on their stuff, the more they're going to see your feed. So all these people are friends with me because I tell them that they have to be friends so I can add them to the groups.
Yeah, that is a good point. All right, I think I've asked. Do you guys have any other questions? You guys are quiet today.
That's how my groups are too. So when you do my team call, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of the guys on this call we have a group that we're in. Oh, here we go. We had a group that we were in, and there were the cold invites was the discussion of the morning, and I was like, oh, what a good day to talk about cold invites. I thought they might want to know, like, what they were trying to figure out, like, what do I say to this person, and coming up with an invite. And I don't know if you have like a specific.
Yeah. So if I do a cold invite, and I don't do that often because they scare me. This is so terrible to say to new coaches. I'm sorry. But okay, so for my cold invites, and they're not technically cold because they've liked and commented on my actual fitness related or recipe related or whatever groups, but it's like, hey, Ashley, first of all, I know this is going to seem totally random. I've seen your post on my newsfeed, and I just want to say thank you for sharing positive stuff on your Facebook. It's really refreshing to see that. So many people are super negative, so it's nice you're putting good vibes in the world, and I love seeing that. I also noticed that you liked a couple of my workout posts. Since you seem to have a little interest or at least want to encourage what I'm doing, I wanted to quickly reach out. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what I do as a health and fitness coach, but I'm starting a 30-day clean eating and fitness support group in June. Whatever. And I'm running some cool incentives to get ladies psyched up and healthy for summer. Do you know anyone who might be interested? I'm really excited about the progress I've made with this program, and I'm excited to pay it forward for other ladies like me and find more people to help. And so I have that. And then for the health bet, I actually shared a couple of those with our team page too. And that's I actually have found that with the health bet, it's been way easier for me to send out cold invites because I feel like I'm already providing them a value. So for people that I have never chatted with before about this, I say, hey, Marcia, we haven't chatted in a while, but I hope you're doing well. I've loved watching your little ones grow, and I bet Marcus is the proudest big brother ever. Also, I wanted to reach out to you because I know you've liked a couple of my fitness posts lately, and we have this really great opportunity coming up September 5th. It's called a health bet, and basically Beachbody is betting up to $3 million that you'll be able to stick to a workout program at least 3 days a week and drink Shakeology at least 5 days a week with a selfie in our challenge app. And if you do that for 4 weeks, then you'll split the pot with the other qualifiers. So super simple to stay on track and get a little money out of it too. I know you're probably busy with your family and school, but I wanted to reach out to you anyway in case it's something you'd like to try. Hope you're having a great week. And or if I've already chatted with them, then I'll say, hey, I know that we had a conversation in the past about 21-day fix and Shakeology, but it wasn't the right time for you. I just wanted to tell you about this awesome health bet that we have available, blah, blah, blah. I'll say the same thing. And then I say at the end, like, would you like some more information about that? I have a question here that said, how can you tell if they're Beachbody coaches in the group? And I said, it's because they'll tell you that they are. And they do that not necessarily like straightforward, but almost always, this is specifically in my fitness group, they'll come in, I'll add them to the group, and almost immediately they'll be like, hey guys, oh my God, thank you so much for adding me to this fitness group. I'm actually running this 30-day, this 5-day clean eating group challenge, and I would just love to share these recipes with you. Does anybody want to join me? And I'm always like, are you a Beachbody coach? I mean, I am, but this is a free group. And I'm like, okay, well, we're actually already in this group together. So you're welcome to share those clean eating recipes with us if you want to, but we don't like to be sold to by complete strangers, because that's true. Like these people in this fitness group are doing kind of like what Lindsay talked about. They're doing everything. And so not all of them are interested in Beachbody, and that's totally fine. I'm still going to share my personal journey because I feel like even if it inspires them to start Weight Watchers or go to a CrossFit gym, at least I'm helping them out in that regard. I struggle with the mid combo. Like, I already invited and they responded, and then I just go blank and feel awkward. That's actually what I'm really good at. I'm totally good at just BSing my way out of basically anything. So I usually say something like, let's say, I've invited and they say, oh yeah, I'm interested in that, but I'm worried about, or I'm interested. Can you tell me more information? I'll say something like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'd love to give you some more information, but first I want to hear more about you. Can you kind of chat with me a little bit more about your health and fitness goals so I can see what program is going to be best for you? And then they say that, and I just go in a little bit further. Oh my gosh, yeah, I absolutely feel the exact same way. When I first got started on my health and fitness journey, that was my number one why. I just didn't want to be lazy on the couch anymore with my kids, and I wanted to be able to run around and play with them. And so I relate it to something that they've said back to me, and then I'll say, so it sounds like you'd be really awesome for this group. Can I give you some more information about that? And then they say yes, and then I have this copy and pasted post basically that's just like, it's only for women. This is what we're doing. You're going to drink Shakeology and choose a workout program. Most are choosing 21-day fix because even whether it's on sale or not, that's still the number one thing I usually sell because I think it's amazing, and go from there. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad to know that it's nice that it's scary for me too, because it really is. Yes, I can actually send those pictures to Lindsay, and Lindsay, if you want to share those income pictures on the on your team page, you're welcome to.
Sure, that'd be great.
You mentioned inviting people to the biz. How does that mean inviting people to a challenge pack or inviting them as a coach? Okay. So for me, that's strictly business business things. So those are people that are maybe already in my challenge group and I think that they're awesome. And so I want them to join my team, or they're people that are already posting about their fitness journey on Facebook. And so I'll reach out to them and say, hey, are you a coach already? Because you're just seriously killing it in the fitness department and you're inspiring so many people. Have you ever thought about doing what I do, or whatever the case is? So those are my strictly business invites. Now, when I do challenge group invites, when they say yes, that they're interested, I do give them 2 options when they sign up. And so I say, awesome, there's 2 ways to join. And this is Tommy Migrant's 5-step process. So it's, there's 2 ways to join. You can join as a preferred customer /coach, which is going to earn you a 25% discount on all of our future products and allow you to earn your Shakeology for free and give you a 25% commission, or B, sign up as a coach, which waives the right to all future discounts and commission opportunities. Either way, your initial investment of $140 is the same. Which one would you like to go with?
Can you send me that?
Yeah.
Just post for them. Thanks.
And so technically, and obviously, they're able to sign up as a coach later, but it's a little bit of urgency, just like what we do with our regular challenge groups that are like, I only have 3 spots left. Like, yeah, right. I'm going to add 10 more people to that if they're interested, but it just kind of like lets them go, oh, wait, I could earn money if I did this. Let me go ahead and sign up right now, kind of thing.
So with the next level, which this might speak to my diamonds who are on the call, when you do this and they pick the coach option, do you then say, do you want to learn more about the money making? And then because if you are, let's just say you have a goal for some success starters, they have to hit Success Club within, and some of them are coming in like the new guys we have on the call here who are like, I'm just getting started on my journey. I'm just like, where do I go? How do you have like a system on how you're handling that?
Well, I have a couple of things, and I actually got these from Brooke Lipoff because I'm not original, so I do it all I'm like, whatever. Like, I'll go ahead and take what works for you, and I'll make it my own. So, I actually send them that form, and I don't know if you have looked at her form, but it's pretty awesome. It's basically a getting started right call all in one form. And so it says, like, here is welcome to our team, whatever. This is how you're going to log into your account. This is how you add your bank account information to it. Here is Emerald, and she has like a video from Caleb Thomas, like how to hit Emerald. This is Success Starters. If you do, like, she basically lays all of that out for them, and then I put them in a 7-day training group if they want to. Now, if they don't want to and they're just like, no, I'm a discount coach or whatever, like I want to wait and see, like, that's fine. We didn't even have Success Starters when I signed up. So, I mean, like, yeah, sure, I would have been one, but like, I didn't know, like, whatever. And so, sometimes they're just discount. And so I send them that form. Still has the information in there, but it's just a little more discountified. Like, it's like, if you want to get your Shakeology for free, then you'll find 3 people that want to join you on your journey, and then yours is free, kind of thing. So they're still kind of getting told to hit Success Club, even though it's not like in a training and it's not scary or whatever. And if they do, they have to send the form back to me. When they send the form back to me, then they get added into our 7-day training group, which is more basics on like how to post on Facebook, how to actually say that you are a coach, and, kind of write out your story and share your story, and breadcrumbing and stuff like that. And then they go from there.
Cool. Let's see.
Her friend that's a nurse, and I grew up with her, she had a coach that quit, and I told her already she would make a great coach, but she said she wasn't interested at the moment, and now she's running free challenge groups, which I'm in, and she lets me post my free ones too. Anyways, how do I keep dropping those seeds on her without driving her batshit crazy? I have this one girl in my fitness group, and she's seriously amazing, super inspiring, has lost so much weight. And I think she'd be a great coach too, but I reached out to her and I did my whole spiel, and she was like, thanks for thinking of me. I'm just not interested right now. And so I just continue sprinkling that along, like, we follow each other on Snapchat and stuff like that. And she's a planner girl too. So actually, for my girls at Summit, I gave them all these like exclusive sticker packs for their planners. And she was like, oh my God, I want them. And so I just was like, oh, ha, 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 yeah, you should totally join my team. JK, ha, 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 just like keep putting it out there. And eventually she's going to join. One of the top producers on my team is from my March Moms group. And she straight up was like, no, I am not interested. And she had a like page, and she was killing it. She was the winner of our weight loss challenge that I started before I was a coach, and like all this stuff. And she was like, Rachel, that's not for me. I don't want to take supplements for the rest of my life, is what she told me. I just kept being me, and now she's awesome on the team, Deciphering where to go with the conversations that someone just offered from BB is hard for me. Yeah. I have gotten a lot of scripts from I feel like Amber Snow, she shared some scripts like a while back ago, and I kind of just took her scripts and made them my own because hers were a little more like hey girl, hey. And I do a hey girl, hey for the beginning, but then I actually like get more like in depth in it. And she also like, I felt like her scripts kind of avoided the price for a little bit longer than I feel is necessary, just because for me, like when Leslie tried to do that on me, I was like, just tell me how much it's going to be. Hurry up. I am ready to buy it right now, you know? So, yeah, so I'm like a little more like upfront with it, because I personally feel like the value is there and I don't need to like hide it from people, because I think $140 is totally acceptable, especially given the fact that like I paid $99 for 3 personal trainer sessions. And like, that was it. Like that literally did nothing for me. I got those personal trainer sessions, didn't write anything down, and didn't have anything afterwards. Like, at least this is actually a trainer in your living room that's going to tell you what to do for forever, you know? So
I paid $150 a week. I did get results but it was for a week, every week for I think like 2 years or something crazy. Okay, so the credit cards were stacking up because I was only making like 30-ish, 35 grand a year at the time. And I didn't know like any other direction. I got some food guidance and stuff, but I mean, I wasn't told that this is just so much more health, whole foods, as opposed to like, he was like, have this or have that, it's fine. But the one thing he taught me was no lean cuisines and stuff like that. And he did actually introduce me to Insanity, which is what, and then I fell into Beachbody through the Facebook group, because I was like, or the page, the Insanity page, a coach reached out to me. So, yeah, and I totally agree. The value of 140 plus right now, this health bet, and, or if you're offering prizes in your groups or whatever you guys are doing, like Shakeology, that's 30 meals, plus they get you. Plus they get your group, your support, the time you're going to put into that. Plus they get the program, the containers, the guides, how to eat out, how to go to a restaurant and eat out and still be on track. Like if you really break that down, they're like, this isn't too bad. It's a one-time cost unless they want more Shakeology. And that's another story, you know? Okay, sorry. How do you approach the Dream Team combo invite? Do you have a dream team that you want badly on your team that you want to invite people that are on your dream team? I know that's a avatar.
Yeah, I definitely have an avatar, and I would suggest if you haven't done the avatar, like it's like a PDF file, you can print it out and fill it out. And I seriously sit down and do it, because it has totally changed the way I've like marketed my business. Because there's definitely a time where I was like, because we have a lot of rock stars on our team under Leslie, like Raina Odell is on there, Anita Myron is on there. So when I signed up, actually Raina signed up right after me as a coach. So I have grown my business with Raina, kind of. And so for a long time, like I was like, well, Raina is doing this, so maybe I should do that. And Anita said this, and so I'm going to say it in my own way, and like whatever, which is cool when you're first starting, but that's not who you are as a person. So the avatar training like really helped with that, and allowed me to say like, it's okay to be nerdy as hell on Facebook, because there's so many people that are just as nerdy, and that's the kind of people that I want to spend time with, so like I'll talk about my shameless Harry Potter addiction to nobody, all the time. And that gets people that are like, oh my God, me too. Yes. And so then I have that connection to them already, and be like, and I can even put that into my invite. Hey, so I was thinking that maybe we should do some kind of cool Hogwarts team type thing, and I thought of you. I'm trying this new training out, which I'm not, but whatever. It's something to say to them that gets them interested in what I'm doing, and I can relate it to something that we both share. For this particular girl that I talked to you about, I basically sent her this, which probably sounds dumb, but I was pretty much like, I never do this. So I'm just going to be really straightforward. It totally scares the crap out of me when I try to approach somebody that I think is awesome for this business, and I feel like you are awesome, but I'm just going to go ahead and send this to you and then see what happens. And I literally said that because I felt that allows you to be vulnerable. So then they're not like, ugh, another invite from a direct salesperson. You know, like I have laid it out for you that I am also nervous about sending this to you as well. And so then I was just like, I chatted with our corporate sponsor, and she told me that maybe I needed to start attracting people who were already confident on their journey towards weight loss, instead of chatting with the people who were still where I was 3 years ago. And is it frightening?
She came to Phoenix to hang out with us one day, and she told me that same exact thing when I had dinner with her. I was like, that's funny. She's anyway.
But it makes sense, and I'll tell you why in a second. But so I was like, and I just feel like you're super inspiring, and you're so confident, and you're busting your ass in the gym. And I just think that like the products that we have would really help benefit you. And she's actually had VSG surgery. And so I mentioned that Shakeology is like super nutritious, and I think it would really help. She only is able to eat like 1,100 calories a day, and she's busting her ass in the gym. She shut me down, but I mean, hey, like I'm going to keep working it, and who knows, maybe next year she'll be like my top coach. We'll see. But yeah, so what Brittany said, and it makes sense, is that I have always just been like super, like I said, non-apologetic about anything. Like, I don't care. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to tell you how I like my struggles and my issues and whatever. But when I say things like 3 years ago, I was a depressed housewife, and that attracts depressed housewives, then those people are not at the point in their journey where they are okay with showing their stomach or talking about their eating disorder or whatever the case is. And so I would get these people that were so inspired by me, and they wanted to do what I did, and they wanted to join my team. But then I would be like, share that, look at your stomach from 1 week of clean eating. Oh, no, I'm not okay with sharing that. I can't post my stomach on Facebook, whatever. And so then they weren't as successful, and then they would get frustrated, and they would quit. And then I was frustrated because I'd spent all this time trying to work with them, and so then she kind of talked about, like finding people that are on their journey, already loving themselves as they are now, and just like ready to continue to work harder at that.
Did you shift how you spoke to those people, or maybe in your posting? Because I remember she was telling me about that too. And in fact, if you're in the West Regions page, I think Rhonda is doing like a call today, and she was telling me how Rhonda is like, I'm not that person anymore, or I'm not looking, or I forget how she worded it.
Like when she was doing hiring for another marketing or another company that she was with or whatever, that she would like write down, like, these are the things that, are you this person? Are you a go-getter? Are you confident? Are you looking for, what XYZ? And so I'll put that in my ads, like, like, I don't know, like I'll do like, I think like my next ad is going to be something like love your selfie type thing, and like have like a cute picture and be like, I'm looking for other women who like love themselves enough to care about their stuff, and that kind of thing, and like throw that in, because that's a lot of what it was for me a couple of years ago. Even like I kind of broke down to like my success partner / girl on my team, and was basically like, I don't love myself right now at all. And I feel like a fraud because I'm sitting here trying to tell these people that they deserve better in their lives and this and that, whatever. And then I'm sitting here like literally avoiding the mirror when I get out of the shower, and like being, like I started doing these confidence camps, and kind of doing, things like that so that I could get people that were on that journey. So then I could work with them about their confidence and build that up, and then inspire them to be coaches from there.
Cool. So for my diamonds, or my up and coming diamonds on the team, the question is, what's your biggest tip for how you built your diamonds to hit elite? How did you motivate your diamonds to go diamond?
Well, right now this year I have 0 new diamonds, so
It's tough year all around, I think, though.
yeah.
Here.
You know, I feel like it's really like do what you would want your coaches to do. So like it's never like I refuse to get lower than Success Club 10 period at all, no matter what. Like I don't care if I'm working till 11:59 to make it happen. I am adding 5+ coaches every single month, no matter what, you know, that kind of stuff. Like I am doing those things that I am wanting my coaches to do in hopes that eventually they're going to wake up and do it. Now, my 2 original like OG diamonds, are the same exact way. They're hitting Success Club, you know, 20+. They're signing up coaches left and right. They're doing great things. They're my star diamonds. A diamond on my left, like she actually quit. And so her coach rolled up to me that turned into a diamond. And then I just have 2 other girls. I mean, and it's not like we're not a quick diamond team. I got to diamond in 94 days, but none of my other girls, like it took over a year for them to get there, but they've stayed there. And that's one of the most important things I feel like, because I feel like star diamond problems, right? Like they work so hard to get to diamond and then they're like, okay, now what? I've got to diamond. So now I'm supposed to be making $1,000 a week. Because that's literally what I thought when I signed it. I saw like some Ashley, and I don't even remember what her last name is now, or if she's even a coach, but this Ashley girl that had this super awesome transformation. She won like $1,000 and she was a diamond coach when I first signed up. And she was like, yeah, making $1,000, And I just remember like telling my husband, I was like, at a diamond coach, you're making $1,000 a week, y'all. Like, done. I'm getting there. And then I hit diamond. I was like, okay, so $78. Cool. You know, like, and so that's like another thing too. Like, I feel like you like, and I am the same way. I've put diamond on this pedestal for so long and it doesn't need to be there because like where the actual income growth comes from and the bonuses come from is 2-star diamond. So use diamond as a jumping off point, celebrate the heck out of that, and then move on into star diamond thing and duplicating it. And Shelly Hobbs said what she tells her coaches is that, okay, you hit emerald. Awesome. Now do it again next week. Okay, great. Now you've done that. Now do it again next week, and so on and so forth. And now, okay, great. You've quadrupled emerald yourself. Now get 2 of your coaches to do that. So if you want to break it down like that, diamond is not hard and it's not some elusive, amazing, like I said, you're not making $1,000 a week as a diamond coach. You're just not, unless you're in like the best leg ever and you have all of your rock star coaches in the other leg, you know, like whatever. That doesn't happen that often. So I feel like, I don't know, like I just like just get there quick and then keep running and telling your team, like, I think it's kind of a cool thing that you can say to your team, like, yeah, I mean, I got it in 94 days. Like, just do this. Why are you sitting here not doing it? Like, start working. You're a new coach. I don't care. I was a new coach too. I signed 12 coaches in my 3rd month as a coach, hit Success Club 36 and went diamond. Like, just do it, you know? So that's kind of what I told them. But I guess I kind of need to do that again, actually.
It's been a tough year, and I think that it was good to have Gary and Melanie speak the way they spoke because it just brought you back to, you're right, like Beachbody coaches are being lazy and they're just not doing the work, and it takes patience and it takes work. And that's anything. It doesn't matter if it's a 9 to 5 or if it's your kids parenting, like everything takes effort and it's worth it. You know, it's not going to be worth it if it's easy and you're making $1,000 like that. So I think that's part of like everyone took a shift from to, oh yeah, we have to be a little tough on these guys, you know, like gotta tell them just get it done. So all right, I think that's it. Sarah, I know we have the avatar training in our team page. possibly even in our team website. I have to look for you. But thank you so much. I know you got a lot of questions. They got loud for you. And we appreciate your tips and hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Wednesday.
Thanks for having me on.
Sure. All right. Bye, guys.